Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakach, Wadash. Give double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, teaching the truth time and time again, showing us to be men of the Lord, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakach, Wadash. I'm my brother Thal Halam, and I wanted to, bring out a dream that I had this morning. I prayed a lot, so I have like a lot of dreams, spiritual dreams, but a lot of them, I don't know. Sometimes I'm nervous to share them, and sometimes, but this one, it was just I prayed for like the understanding of it, and then the Lord just put the Spirit on me to just bring it out. So start off with woken up, and it was I don't know. It was like I wasn't in the dream. It was like I was in a party. I was like watching something, like seeing something that I was watching, feeling the people that were involved. And we were involved were two girls. There were two women, like twins. They were sisters. And at first it was like they didn't really get along, but it was in a time of just like they were in trouble. A time of trouble that they just decided to work together and run away from them, run away from each other. And how I got from that is the Lord, he was like, I'm just gonna get it. Because it was a trouble in the time. This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 18. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for the inheritance of their fathers. So the two kingdoms coming back together as they split up, like Ezekiel the 37th chapter, coming back, the two sticks. And it's because like they were in trouble, but they was like they were running from people that were trying to kill them, and it was a huge obstacles that would come against them. And the more the obstacles come, the harder it is, the closer they got together. This is Ezekiel chapter 37. And then they were young women, beautiful, but different, but you can tell they were like closely related. They were sisters, and they kept saying that. But the more they would work together, this is Ezekiel chapter 37, for the obstacles brought them close together. And I will make the one nation in the land upon the mountain of Israel, and one king shall be the king, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided in two kingdoms any more at all. As the prophecy of the two states coming together, but it was just seeing it was like a personification of these two women working together hard. And the Lord likens the kingdom of Israel to a beautiful, comely woman. Cody. God, why does it keep pressing stupid stuff? Bear with me. I think it's Jeremiah the 6th chapter. So I didn't prepare really nothing. Yep, this is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2. And I liken the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. So comely and delicate woman. So the Lord like it. So we're the husband, or that's why they say, oh, daughter of Zion, all the people. That's what the Lord's like. So every time they would get in trouble, another trouble would get harder. But they would work together, and their faith in each other and then on the person, because it was a guiding force that was telling them to do stuff. Because they were doing things that, like, because they were young women, that they shouldn't have even been able to do. There was like parkour, jumping over buildings, getting, and people were trying to kill them, shooting. It got to a time that in the dream, it was a guy that it was like it flashed back out of that, and then there was another guy, and he was a serial killer, and he was a Jake, and he just was like very, very like a snake. He would trick people in and would get them into the building, and he would murder them. But they knew what he was, and he couldn't even do anything. He told them, like, yeah, this is what I do. And we just stayed away, and he just let us go. And it got me thinking about this scripture. It's like it was a very, very spiritual dream. It caught me off guard, like real. Like I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to show, but made me think of this scripture. It's Job chapter 5, verse 19. And he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Ye 7 shall no evil touch thee. So the obstacles would get harder, and it would be more difficult. And it was like things. It was like got to when it was a building that helping each other up, doing amazing things that little like these women should have not be able to do. But it was like they had a guiding force, a thing, a willingness to survive for something greater, because it was like they were going towards something. They had a goal, and it was like, and it just kept, and it was just like, it was like they were in tune, like they were together. It was like they were completely and utterly connected. The worse it got, the more in tune they would get, and tune into that force to tell them to drive, to push forward, to do it. So the Lord, in famine it shall redeem thee from death and war of the power of the sword, and thou shalt hide the scourge of their tongue. So it was like, no matter what happened, it was just like, it just, they found a way and they worked together. This is Psalm chapter 91, verse 1. And he that dwelleth in the secret places of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And that was basically, because it was like a covering. It was like, it was a force. It was like watching it. I was like watching it in a movie. Now they were just coming together and solving these problems easier and easier, doing all these certain situations. And I will say to the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, and my God will I trust. So it was like something protecting them, something driving them to continue to go, to continue to push forward, to continue to go. And it was like they didn't know, but they were getting closer and closer together as they were like becoming there. That at the end of the dream, like when it got to the serial killer and all that stuff, that it was like I was feeling separate thoughts, but then it got to the point that it was just like one thought. They just knew what together as the Lord. It was like it was connected, that they were completely connected in one thought, that it was just like the same thought, and it was more and more, it was getting clearer and it was getting powerful. Let me get back in that song, but it was like this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 4. O my people, hear my words, make ye ready for the battle, and those